Hi. Please notice that you can open or download my presentation from the address indicated here. Information processing technologies minimize the requirements for human input in a progressively wider range of domains. What I'd like to look into in this presentation is their impact upon teaching and learning. This title is somewhat provocative, somewhat only, because you may be sure that in the future we will hardly need teachers as we know them today. So, what is an autonomous classroom? We already have what we might call classroom-less teachers, since anyone can easily hire an expert anywhere in the world, in any subject, for a private lesson online. Well, these of course are not autonomous classrooms because they rely on a human agent. But we also have wide access to massive open online courses, be it with or without online tutoring. Possibly many of you have already visited the Khan Academy to watch a lesson, or follow the course on edX, or Coursera, or any other MOOC platform. We might call these platforms teacher-less classrooms, but can we call them autonomous classrooms? So my question is, can artificial intelligence replace the human agent and enable true autonomous classrooms? And what will be the role of teachers in that kind of future? Examples of AI bots replacing teaching assistants are not new, as the Washington Post reported 2.5 years ago. This was an experiment at the Georgia Institute of Technology, where the students could not tell the difference between real teaching assistants and a non-human assistant based on IBM's Watson platform. You can read the full story by following this link. I think that this is still too crude to be considered an autonomous classroom, but the fact is that an AI bot replaced a human teaching assistant and no one noticed it. So does this mean that the classroom of the future will do without teachers and no one will miss them? Let's briefly look into other areas to try to find out. What will happen to the drivers when all trucks are like this? A recent report from the Business Insider offers some clues with this respect. Well, in this case it seems that they will still be there, but apparently not so pleased with what they will be doing. And what about Amazon's technology for cashier-free supermarkets? This video is less than 2 minutes, and I recommend you to watch it if you are not familiar with these stores, which, by the way, already exist. Well, I'm not sure that we could use the expression autonomous supermarkets in this case, at least until refilling the shelves is done without human intervention. But one thing is certain, the cashiers won't be there in the future. So we can ask, will it be different with teachers? I have included in this slide a 2-minute video that I would like to show to you, recorded earlier this year during Google's annual presentation of new products. Let's watch it because I'd like to leave you with a question at the end.
The amazing thing is the assistant can actually understand the nuances of conversation. We've been working on this technology for many years. It's called Google Duplex. It brings together all our investments over the years in natural language understanding, deep learning, text-to-speech. By the way, when we are done, the assistant can give you a confirmation notification saying your appointment has been taken care of. Let me give you another example. Let's say you want to call a restaurant, but maybe it's a small restaurant which is not easily available to book online. The call actually goes a bit differently than expected. So take a listen.
See how may I hear you?
Hi, I'd like to reserve a table for Wednesday the 7th.
For 7 people?
It's for 4 people.
4 people when? Today?
Next Wednesday at 6 p.m.
Oh, actually we reserve for after 5 people. For 4 people you can come.
How long is the wait usually to be seated?
For when, tomorrow or weekday or?
For next Wednesday, the 7th.
Oh no, it's not too busy. You can come for 4 people, okay?
Oh, I gotcha. Thanks.
Yep. Bye bye.
Again, that was a real call. We have many of these examples where the calls quite don't go as expected, but the assistant understands the context, the nuance. It knew to ask for wait times in this case and handle the interaction gracefully. Look, we're still developing this technology, and we actually want to work hard to get this right, get the user experience and the expectation right for both businesses and users. But done correctly, it'll save time for people and generate a lot of value for businesses.
Well, what we have just seen is the Google Duplex assistant making a call, but what if it is the other way around? Why couldn't we call that Google Assistant to ask questions instead of using that crude messaging method that was described earlier in the Washington Post report? Or even set up a video conference with its avatar? So given what has just been said, I have no doubts that the classroom of the future will be student-centered instead of teacher-centered as we know them today, and that traditional classrooms will coexist with autonomous classrooms where the role of the teacher will take place in the background, not on the stage. We have an opportunity to build a vision for that future, and I believe that it will be a matter of survival, not only for the teachers, but also for education providers at all levels, including, of course, universities. So I believe that the kind of learning spaces which we might call autonomous classrooms will not be much different from what we see here. Small spaces connected to high-speed networks where students can learn without the presence of teachers. And bear in mind that some of the faces that we see in the video wall may actually be avatars of AI bots, not real people. The concept of the autonomous classroom can actually be our pivotal building block to redesign the educational system in a bottom-up way, where all the upper layers must be compatible with this reality. Thanks for your attention.